looking at the map of Zimbabwe, this is where we are in Matabeleland North, in the Gwayi catchment. This one, sorry, is not so visible, but our dam site is here. It's just showing the basin of the dam. It extends some 52 kilometers along upstream of Gwayi, of Shangani River, and about 28 kilometers upstream to the Gwayi River. The extent will reach the bridge, the big bridge we cross when you're coming here. That's where the tails end along the Gwayi River. I will give you a few details of the dam here. The dam type is a concrete gravity arch dam. It will look similar to Mazoe Dam when it's complete. It is a spillway in the middle. The concrete volume, we are looking at placing 250,000 cubic meters. By the way, we've already done some 30,000 cubic meters of concrete. The capacity, live capacity, will be 634 million cubic meters with a yield of about 209 million cubic meters. This makes it the third largest dam in Zimbabwe when it's complete after Tokomkosi and Lake Mtiriki. So this is quite a major dam under construction. The height, total height is going to be 72 meters. On your way here, some 5 kilometers down there, you pass our quarry site. The major material of this dam is stone. So we are quarrying there, we are mining the stone, we are crushing it here, and then we transport it here, mixing. The second major material is sand. We are also winning it from the local rivers, and then we process it here. This plant is showing us screening it, removing debris and all the other impurities. And then cement, another important material we're getting from PPC Bulawayo. And PPC has committed to supply in adequate quantities. We store it in our silos, which you are going to see as we move around. And then this is a mixing plant, just adjacent to the silos.
This is where we get the stone to make the aggregates. It's our quarry site. We got normally we got about we got two quarries, two crushing plants. We got each unit supplying the other this unit and that unit. We got two units working on this quarry, but now I think we got one unit. One unit supplying one crushing plant. And we blast the rock, we drill, like you can see the machine which is drilling the rock. We charge, we blast. You can see that one, they are charging now. Maybe I think the guys are charging. The guys with the overalls there. They charge, after they finish drilling, they blast. Then the excavators come and load the rock to the crushing plant. The rocks which are bigger, which are a bit oversized, they use that hammer to break it up to normal size. That hammer which is saying go, 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 go. That's for breaking up big size rocks, because the jaw crusher needs rocks maximum 400, 500 millimeters like this. And beyond that, it can't process it. It can't. So they have to break it up to that size. Or they use small drilling machines to break up the bigger rocks. Then after they load, they go to the crushing plant. Basically the drilling pattern is so much that their holes can break up to the correct size. There's a pattern for drilling. They don't just put holes. It's a pattern which they use, and the charging also is according to the size they want. The charging of the holes. Because if you charge you overbreak the rock, or you don't break anything. So you got a particular charge to produce a certain kind of rock which you want. So that's the process which happens there. when they charge, then we have to stop operations, take all machinery out. They warn you, they put a notice of blasting. Blasting is a mining operation. So you have to put a notice that we are blasting the villagers, everyone, so that they keep their income out of space. We sound a normal warning that we are blasting. We block the roads, then we blast. Then they come and check whether some are not burnt out. After checking, we can allow people to come back in and start. And we got a magazine for keeping the blast. You know, dynamite is not allowed to be kept. It needs a license from Minister of Mines. So we got a license area where we keep the blasting the dynamite. So that is licensed, and they come and inspect every month to check whether we are keeping. And they check the records of expenditure against your production, to check whether you are not selling some of the dynamite to the Makologoza people. So there's a record of checking that. We have to keep a record of that. Our quarry is in such a position that it's 6.5 km away from the dam, so it doesn't affect our operations from the dam, because our blasting is basically out of reach of affecting our operations at the dam. So we got a disadvantage that our quarrying operations they don't affect our operations at the dam. But the quarrying operations are the critical operation for the dam, because if you don't have the stone, you can't build anything. Our concrete dam is 70% stone, so you need the stone. So this is where the stone comes from. So even if nothing is happening at the dam and we are doing this, we are making progress. People have to know that progress is made in a lot of ways. We are making progress because the material, we are manufacturing the material to build the dam. So this operation, that's why it really never stops. We normally operate 24 hours on our quarries, and now we are operating 24 hours so that we keep up the materials. At least we need our materials to be ahead by 4 or 5 months, our quarry. So that if in case there's any, we can still continue working for the next 6 months whilst we are fixing whatever we want to fix. After this is complete, we've got a rehabilitation program, because this is a wild animal area. Elephants come through the other downstream side, that southern side. So we have to rehabilitate enough for elephants as huge as animals as huge as elephants to come in, to be able to go through, and because we don't want the water to accumulate here. They will start coming and wanting to drink here. We don't know the quality of the water. So we try and rehabilitate so that water doesn't accumulate. We leave enough slopes so that elephants can walk through as well. We are going to rehabilitate this area to allow all the wild animals to continue with their life, because after some time we do cover, then we cover with the soft soil, topsoil, so that trees can start growing again and everything can start. But after 5 years, you should come and see as if there was nothing, but we have to cover. That's why we're not going too deep, because our rock is very good going down, but we are trying to go to the side so that we don't create too much steep slopes. That's why we're not going benching and going down. We're trying to come to the sides, but the sides are costly because we have to remove more top material before we get to the actual rock. But it's better because we want to keep our slopes a bit shallow. We don't want to make too much deep slopes, which will be difficult for us to rehabilitate. I think that's for the quarry. From here, I think we'll go and show you where the rock is going and being crushed to actual 80mm, 40mm, and 20mm stone. Yeah. The trucks, we were loading the trucks at the quarry. The quarry is about 2.5 kg to 1.5, 2 kg. We load into this hopper. We get to the jaw crusher where the stone is crushed into at least 200mm stone. 200mm is like this. We crush the stone into 200mm stone, then go into the impact crusher, which crushes into the 80, 40, and the 20. and then we go to the sieve, where the separation happens. The 20 goes to the 20, the 80, and the quarry dust goes to the dust. And those ones which are a bit bigger, they come back to the impact crush again, and they go back to the sieve. Then from the sieve, the front end loader takes the material to the storage points where we're storing the 80, the 20, and the 40. And we make our, and if there's too much here, we use the other storage which is close to the other quarry, or we take it to the cooling sheds on site, ready for making concrete. So this is the process we have to go through. Drilling, blasting, carrying to the crushing plant, producing the stone as required, and we test our stone when it's still here to set it for quality 40 millimeter, 80 millimeter, and the 20 millimeter. The quarry dust, we use it for other purposes. We can use it for blending with the sand or using for making our roads on site. But we can use it for a lot of other uses, especially for the blending and as river sand, if we get a critical shortage of river sand. So that's our job here. This is a 150 ton per hour plant. The other plant is 100 ton per hour. It's just up north of this one. But I don't think it's crashing today because of it's being fixed some other things. But this one is working. This one has come for re-sieving. If it has not been sieved well or it fails our grading test, we have to come and re-sieve it. It's not going to be crushed, it just goes through, and we re-sieve in the sieve so that we regrade it into proper size rock. We noticed that this is not, there's too much mixture of sizes. The 40 and the 20 are too mixed. We want it to be one size. Yeah. These are for truck loads, I think. How many? 8, number 9, number 10. How many loads? It's easier with the chalk. Truck loads to measure the number of loads which have happened. The right 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Mabwi aya azwa ugodi azama matipa akuna awo, and then agaigwa abe manini ayinde atiwilya ikrasha inini ila krasha abe manini asibinda futhi ayusefa usefa alasiyana masaizi ali lino masaizi ali 2 imiti and then uza corridors iti loda itaona kupaila itore zimu kikusiyanisa maagriculture kona ya eli damu izodugwasa mbe kujana manzi okulima kunusya ng'ombe mbuiza kamuzi kusupply manzi akalawa myunzi aduzinji olonke sika muzi ke wabuzi ati andali ku damu vala konda kuti lili kumana tuchitawe tujane manzi tulime zintu zezo zichitiwe ziberai.
Now we are at level 883.4. We still need to do 36 meters to the crest level, and another 24 meters to the spillway, 23 meters to the spillway level, the bottom of the spillway level. And when we start end of February, we will be doing 4 meters every month. So we should be catching up with those levels by June for the spillway. In the crest, October, around October, end of October. If we got no disruptions in terms of maybe payments, because the disruption of the rains, we have already taken care of them for this year, because I think by end of February, the rains will have reduced. We can continue with our concrete. Okay, that was M level. 900 is where we start the spillway level. Our M level was 900. this year, before December, but we didn't meet the level. But 900 is wasted building for the discharge spillway. So our wall will end there, but we start building the spillway. It's a different shape from the dam wall, where we allow for the overflow of the flood, evacuation of the flood from the dam down to the downstream. So there we start building a shape for the spillway from that level. And we go another up to 906, another 6 meters. Then we start, the spillway will be finished. Then we do to 917 to the crest level. So we got 3 stages we are going to do. To the spillway foundation, then to the spillway top, then to the crest top. 3 stages. But the essentially completion stages. Yeah, so 900 is a essential completion stage because that's the bottom of the spillway. 906, the spillway is complete. The dam can operate. 917 is the crest for completion of the total work. So we got about 3 stages to hit by December, by November, or at least November 2024. We have to meet those levels. And from our programming, if we continue pouring as we strategize, we should be able to meet that target with not much difficulty. We should be able to meet it. And when we finish that, then we start grouting the gaps between our blocks. Like I was mentioning when we were downstream, we have to grout the joints between the blocks before we load the dam. That operation we do in the last month of the year. And here our gallery is going to yakudona fanika sikuita kofa demo. Inenge yakudona fanika iko. Joko inenge yakudonira iko utangira kudona. Kune manonzo maguide wo. Because couldn't go carry back ku spillway. Saka the water will follow. Gumila Panama don't Gumila spiller. This line is where the water will start spilling, and the other side, it's a guide which guides the water back to the river. Yagu spiller. So the guide extends above the spillway. No dariga. Sakambraja, I eat 2 years, going down to the lower jet. Gallery, continue to ask about level 900. Yeah. My steps. We are continuing with the steps. We are going to follow this. Those ones which you showed, we are going to continue with them coming out up to a certain level. Then we are going to have a room where we house the control instruments of the dam, and where we have the access to the gallery, so that we can enter into the gallery and do our inspections. We got one. The upper level gallery is the inspection gallery. The lower level is a grouting gallery. It's for treatment of the foundation. This is we are entering the inspection gallery at level 876. The other gallery is at level 856. So basically, there's no light in the gallery, but there's 2 galleries here. The other one is going to the grouting gallery for treatment of the foundation. The other one going to the left is the inspection gallery to see how the dam is behaving at that level, and it gives us a good indication because that's where most highest pressure is around that level. Yeah, this is the shape which is most effective in transferring the load. The arc. We don't want because the arc transfers the load to the side where we got solid concrete on the side. So these galleries are going to be open to the inspection engineers and the monitors of the dam. These are the monitoring cables. We got geophones, piezometers, temperature machines monitoring the dam, and seepage recorders monitoring the dam. And the cables come through this to go to the top control room for us to monitor the dam. But this dam, we are not crossing over the dam because the 200 central section is the spillway. So we are not allowing traffic to go over the dam because it will be the spilling section. And The flood we are evacuating is about 10,500 cubic meters per second. It's a huge flood with the vibrations within the. We did not include a bridge on top of the spillway because of the amount of flood we are evacuating. You know, the dam Gwayi Shangani fills almost every year because of the large catchment. So the vibrations on this dam when it's spilling, we are trying to avoid any mishaps because of that kind of flood. That's why we didn't allow the the bridge on top of on top of our spillway section. So we are going to do an access road on the downstream to allow for access to the Binga side, not through the dam wall. These are the cantilever shutters. They are supported by the wall, which was you can come with this. They are supported by the wall which we are building. We leave some supports in the wall so that we can go to the next level, raise the shutters to the next level. We stick it to the wall, go to the next level. We don't have scaffolds supporting them from the bottom. They are supported by as we construct the wall. These cantilever shutters, you can see their shape is they supported on the by sticking it to the wall and having a flat plane to support the concrete as we pour the concrete, and we leave some holes to go to the next stage. Yeah. So we lift them by crane when we are going to the next stage. Each one is lifted by crane. Then they stick it to the next stage, the next stage. Each one is by crane to the next stage, by crane to the next stage. Yeah. So we have a crane on site our cranes normally don't get out. They stay on site because their job is just to lift the shutters to the next level. Yeah. That cycle takes, preparation takes 2-3 days to go to the next level. After we pour the concrete, to lift to the next level, we will take another 3 days preparing to lift, then painting and making sure the cement doesn't stick to we have to put some oil on this shutter so that it doesn't bond with the concrete. It just supports the concrete, but no bonding. So we put oil, which we spread on this shutter. We just want it to support the concrete, but not be part of the concrete, not affect the. So we do with some oil, shutter oil, which we spread on the whole length as we go up. Where the crest of the dam is, and is the final level where we can walk on top of the dam from this point to for about 50 meters into the wall and watch from the spillway side the water going down. So this is our aim by December 2024 to get to this level. And we should get to this level by December. And we got capacity on site to get to this level. I think this is the favorite position for the president. So we'll bring him here in December 2024. You can see where we are from the top. We are about 36 meters to get to here, to get to this level. We need to do 36 meters of wall, concrete wall. Another 24 with the whole, for the whole thing, then 50, about 50 the other side to get to this level, because then we start preparing the spillway on the middle of the dam. So we should be able to catch that level. You can see the downstream, the guide was showing how we guide the water back to the river when it's spilling.